first type of schedule that I want to talk about today is a task-based schedule. This is one in which you basically block off each day in terms of types of tasks that you want to do. So for example, I had one semester where I had 2 class days. I only had classes on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Each of those classes met once a week. So I had one 3-hour class in the morning at 8 a.m. I had another one at 6 to 9. Wednesdays were a little bit brutal in that regard. Then Thursdays were one class in the afternoon. And then the rest of the week, I completely could structure as I pleased. I didn't really have any day-to-day obligations beyond that. All the things that I was working on were far more long-term. And so I created a schedule that was task-based. And what that meant was on Mondays, for example, I would spend that day just reading. I would just be working on different readings that I had to complete. On Tuesdays, I prepped for my classes. And so I did all the assignments associated with those on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, those were class days. I had to get up early, and I knew I was going to have to sustain my energy levels until the end of the day, 9 o'clock, when I would be heading back home. And so those days, I basically just set aside for administrative, small, low-energy tasks, different types of things that I might have to do, like cleaning and organizing. That was a meal prep day for me. And so that was just kind of miscellaneous, smaller tasks that didn't require too much brain power, but that still have to get done. And Sundays for me, I would always write in big block letters, "Do what must be done." That was my Swiss Army day. Let's say, for example, at some point in the week, something happened. One day I was just totally off. Maybe I was exhausted. Maybe I was coming down with something, right? And I just could not perform at my peak. I always had that Sunday in order to safeguard any kinds of things that might happen during the week. So a task-based schedule is really good for when you have a pretty open schedule like I had in that semester, right? I only had weekly commitments,